Welcome. We'll get started shortly. Welcome, everyone. Hey, Bill, welcome. Hey, guys, welcome. We'll get started shortly here.
Hey, David.
Hello. Hey, Tylak. Hey, Bill. Welcome, guys. We'll get started shortly.
Hey, David.
Hey. Hope you guys are doing well.
We'll be doing better when that crypto prices start coming back up.
I know, right?
Wasn't expecting this.
You weren't expecting this?
No.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, yeah, pullbacks, yeah, but not this much of a pullback. But anyway, I'm working the system and taking advantage of it. But
okay, good. Well, yeah, we'll go over Bitcoin this evening, and we'll take a look at the levels and see where we can look to see buying come in. So glad you guys are here. So we'll get started shortly, guys. Hello, Rich. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you.
Cortez Hendricks. Hello. Welcome, guys. Welcome. We'll get started shortly.
All right.
Hey, Cam. Welcome.
Hey, David. How you doing?
Good. Hope you had a good weekend. Guys, we'll get started shortly here. Welcome everyone, guys. I hope you guys had a great weekend, and hope you guys are ready to make some money. Make some money this week. We'll get started shortly. We're going to go over Forex and cryptos tonight. Okay, guys? Forex and cryptos. I'm glad you guys are here because we've got just some important stuff to go through this evening. All right, so glad you guys are here. Hey, Stella, welcome. Great
Thank
to
you,
see
thank you.
Great to see you on here. Welcome. All right, guys, we're gonna get started shortly here. Hey guys, for the new folks, if you guys don't have, if you should see my shared screen there. All right, you should see my shared screen. If you guys don't have a picture of this, especially for the new folks, go ahead and take a picture of this, of the screen there. It should say the four market phases that every trader must know. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. The 4 market phases that every trader must know. Very important. All right, so if you don't have this, I would recommend you take a picture of it. All right, and so take a picture of it. I would recommend that you guys print it out. Hey, Brian, how are you doing? Sahir, hey, welcome, guys.
Hey, David, how are you?
Hello, good, good. So go ahead and take a print it out. Print it out, have it laminated so that you have it for your records. Okay, the 4 market phases that every trader must know. When we trade, we go through these phases here. All right, so every stock, every crypto, every futures, doesn't matter, Forex, they're gonna go through these phases here. Okay, there are 4 phases. All right, so the first phase is at the bottom there. That's gonna start with accumulation. So the bottom there, 1 is accumulation. 2 is markup, the markup phase. So that's your trend, upward trend. And then within the trend, we've got reaccumulation. All right. Number 3 is distribution. Distribution number 3. And when the price breaks support right up here in this area here, we've got the markdown phase. And then within the markdown phase, we've got redistribution. Okay, so take a picture of this. This is what we go through all the time when we trade. All right. All right, guys, we're gonna get right into it this evening. Okay. The story of the week is Bitcoin. All right. So we're gonna go over Bitcoin, and then we'll go over cryptos. We'll go over Forex. All right. So give me a minute here. All right here. And we've been talking about this, guys. We've been talking about Bitcoin. So this should not be a surprise for any of our traders, right? If you guys have been on here, coming to the training, this should not be a surprise. Any of the moves, any of the things that we see move in the market, all right, there should not be a surprise. All right. I mean, when we follow the 4 market phases and we stay involved with the market, we should not be surprised when this happens, okay? Because we've been talking about Bitcoin. It's been in the markdown phase, okay, for quite some time, okay? So this is what's cool about this, okay? When you guys really get this, right? There is no emotions. We expect, we don't know exactly what's going to happen, all right? But we have a really good idea of what to expect when we trade this way, okay? So here is Bitcoin right here. We were anticipating this break here of support. So it's in the markdown phase, okay? So right now, Bitcoin is in the markdown phase. And again, it doesn't matter what's out there in the news, right? We only follow price. All right, we only follow the price action. So it was in the markdown phase, and you guys stop me if you guys have any questions. Okay, I'm gonna go through this, but you stop me if you guys have any questions, okay? So here is Bitcoin. This is in the markdown phase currently, okay? We don't care about what happened in the past. Currently, it's in the markdown phase. All right, it just broke this support right here. So now it's in the redistribution phase. Okay, we cannot buy. Once the price gets in the markdown phase and it's no longer in the markup phase, we should be out. All right, so here was our sell signal. This was on the daily. All right, also on the 240, we got a sell signal on the 240 to be out. Okay, to be out of Bitcoin. So right here, there was our buy signal here on the 240. It failed. We got out here. Okay, and here is the price all the way down here. Okay, but most importantly, all right, I'm more concerned right now about Bitcoin on the daily time frame. Okay, so 40,000, and if you guys have been listening to me for a while, Bitcoin likes those whole numbers. Okay, so 40,000, 30,000. All right, again, stop me if you guys have any questions. There are no silly questions. All right, so 40,000 is the next support. All right, and then the next support after that is 30,000. This is where price held before. This is a stronger support than this support right here. I would not expect Bitcoin to hold this support here at 40,000. Okay, based on the price action we have here, right? It's really a 40 knife right now, right? So based on the price action right here, okay, we can expect Bitcoin, anything can happen, but based on the price action, we know it's in the markdown phase. There are no buying coming in. No buyers are not coming in. So don't expect for Bitcoin to move higher anytime soon. Let me repeat. Do not expect Bitcoin to move higher, all right, anytime soon. A lot has to happen. Price has got to fall. It's got to consolidate like this, accumulate, and then break resistance and then move higher. Okay, so right now it's in a downtrend. It's in the markdown phase. Okay, we've got support here, a small amount of support, just a little bit of support right here. So it could hold, okay, but I'm not expecting it to hold here. I'm expecting it to perhaps hold here at 30,000. All right, so we should not be surprised if Bitcoin goes to 30,000. All right, that's why we do this, so that we can anticipate the moves and not be surprised when things happen in the markets. We want to be out, right? So in the when the distribution phase happen, markdown phase happen, unless we shorten it, we want to be out. All right. Unless we shorten, we want to be out. All right. So the next target for Bitcoin is I'm looking at anything can happen. Guess what? We can get buying come in and we'll know based on price action, right? We'll know, right? We get some white candles, green candles. We break a resistance up in here. Guess what? We'll change our opinion on that based on price, not what we think or feel, based on price. All right, so we've got some really good support in here. So we'll see what happens here. This is going to be the challenge for Bitcoin. Here is support right here, right? If it doesn't hold this support, then our next target down is 20,000. All right, forget 25,000. Like I said, Bitcoin likes those whole numbers. All right, so if it doesn't hold, so the big thing for Bitcoin right now is, will it hold the 30,000 mark? Right, if it doesn't hold, and again, it had a lot of difficulty holding the 30,000 mark here the last time. All right, and once price tests an area several times, it's going to break. Just like if it tests resistance several times, it's going to break through resistance. If it tests support several times, it will. There's a good possibility that it will break support. All right. So just look for Bitcoin to get to 30,000. 30,000. If it holds, great. We could get another move like this to the upside. If you guys look here. All right. So look here for a second. Price went from support to resistance, support, resistance. Okay, so it could get to this support. And then we have to see, based on price action, will it get back up to resistance or will it break the support? Okay, so big situation here for Bitcoin at 30,000 mark. Okay, if it holds support, gets back up to to resistance up here, really bullish, and we'll watch it. All right, because there would be a good chance if it holds support here, all right, that it could break this resistance if it gets back to this area and then move higher, right? But until then, nothing we can do. If we take a look at Bitcoin, and I was looking at this over the weekend, all right, on the weekly time frame, guys, look here. On the weekly time frame, so this is the longer time frame. All right, we've got resistance here, and then we've got support. My main concern is that it didn't hold this support here, right? So price struggled. This is on the weekly time frame. So every candle is a week's worth of data here. So it struggled, it held support line, this support line right here, but then it broke, right? So last week, guys, this is the selling that came in here, right? So that's why this is a big deal. It didn't hold support here, right? So last week was a big deal because it failed to hold support and it broke down, all right? So like I was saying, the next support, you can even see it here on the weekly time frame, and you can get a clearer picture here on the weekly time frame. All right, previous resistance is support, support here, and guess what? 30,000. Okay, 30,000. So if the price gets to this 30,000, guess what? There is no more support. Listen now. Listen. We don't have any more support, right? So we have nothing else to hold the price up if it breaks 30,000. Okay? If it breaks 30,000, the next support is right around 13,000. So from here all the way down here, there's no support to hold the price up. And I was saying 20,000, but when you really look at it on the weekly time frame, from here is support, previous resistance is now support, support, previous resistance is now support. From here to here, there's no support. So if Bitcoin breaks this 30, it could be a free fall all the way back down to 15,000. We just don't know, but that's how price normally works. Okay. Any questions on this? Any questions? Any questions on Bitcoin? No questions? All right. Okay, here is the upward trend. Here's the upward trend on Bitcoin. So what we would like to happen is this. What we would like to happen is this, is that Bitcoin hold this upward trend. If you guys see here, this is an upward trend here on Bitcoin. All right. So hopefully this week we can get some buying come in, get a white candle. Be great if we can get a green candle and then continue this upward trend. So this week is going to be critical. If we get a break, of this trend line here, like I said, down to 30,000 is right over here. Guess what? Then it's definitely in trouble. Okay. So hopefully we can get some buy-in. Okay, price gets squeezed. Okay, so we got a triangle building in here. Okay, so Bitcoin makes a nice slowly move back to the upside, break resistance, and get going again. All right, so it's a critical point here for Bitcoin. All right. All right. Let's take a look at Forex. So you guys don't have any questions on Bitcoin. So let's take a look at Forex. So pound yen, right? Pound yen. We've been trading pound yen. So are you guys still in pound yen? Who is still in pound yen?
I'm still in pound yen.
Yeah, I'm still in.
Good job. Good job. All right. Good job. So pound yen, here was our buy signal here, guys. Buy signal here. All right. And just a beautiful trade in pound yen. Just a beautiful trade in pound yen. Here was our buy signal. And we're holding. It's still in the markup phase, right? So this could have been our initial position here. So our first position. Remember, every time the price breaks resistance in that reaccumulation phase, we can add to our position. All right. So first position, second position, third position, fourth position. All right. And then if it breaks this resistance here, you guys can take a fifth position, which it looks to do that. All right. So great job for you guys. Kim and Bill, that's in pound yen. All right. Keep an eye on the pairs though. Keep an eye on the yen pairs. They might be getting exhausted here. All right. But so keep a close eye on them. Euro yen. Who's in euro yen? Anyone in euro yen?
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay, so Bill, okay, it's looking good here. So hold it. But again, let's see here. So we might get to, this up to this resistance up in here, but keep a close eye on it. It's still holding. So nothing to do at this point. If it breaks this resistance, you can add it to your position. All right. That's CAD yen. Let's take a look at CAD yen. CAD yen is holding New Zealand yen. Okay, so that closed. We should be out of New Zealand yen. Dollar yen. Kim, you still in dollar yen?
Still in dollar yen.
Still in dollar yen. All right. Okay, we got a sell signal here.
All right.
So
I'll take my my whopping profits tonight. I don't mind.
good man, good man. Good man. So it just closed. It just closed Friday. So yeah, I would get out. When we get this white candles here, consolidating candles, we got a sell signal. We don't want to wait for the selling to come in like this.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we don't want that to happen. So take those profits and run, bud. Take those profits and run. All right. Let's see here. Aussie yen. Did we go over Aussie yen? So Aussie yen is done. So Aussie yen is done. Kim, you were in the CAD, right? Was it Aussie CAD short?
Yep. Aussie CAD short.
Aussie CAD short. Let's bring it in here on the short side. All right, you still in?
Still in. No reason to close that out yet. I want to see it go under 0.900. I'm going for the fences, man.
I tell you, you've had some beautiful trades.
Yeah.
In the last couple of months, you've had some beautiful trades.
You're not gonna believe what else I'm in right now too.
What else?
The dollar Turkish lira.
All right, where is it? Dollar Turk. Okay.
I'm watching it real close, and I don't know. I think Erdogan was blowing us a lot of smoke, man, and we may go back up to 18.000 again. I think the
All
market
right.
is sensing it.
All right, just keep a close eye on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep a close eye on it. I mean, you took it from here all the way here to all the way up here. So we'll see. And usually when it breaks like this, it's over. But you know, you've surprised me before. So Aussie CAD, let's go back to Aussie CAD.
Yeah, that one's really breaking down. Matter of fact, Dave, if you look at it on your time frame that you had, you just took your buy signal off. But if you go back to your last buy signal, we're below that now too. Yep, see that? Yeah, we're below that too now.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So
Yeah.
it could really get back down to, if you look here, now I wasn't sure about this trade when you took it. But the CAD pairs, we talked about the CAD pairs. But yeah, you could get a move down back to support. Let me do something here. Hold on one second. Here. CAD. Hold on one second. Guys, if you have any questions on what we're doing here, just ask.
Hey, David, all your signals have been working very, very well on all the last trades I've taken, probably the last, what, 6, 7, 8 of them. Your signals has been, you know, sometimes your signals are short, very short-lived.
Yeah.
But that has not been the case for the last maybe like 6 to 8 trades that I've made.
Well, we get in some. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, when those sell signals come on something, they stay down. I mean, it's not for a day or two, they stay down for a while. And when those buy signals come on, they run for a while. It's not a short-lived trades at all.
Yeah, we're getting nice trends. Yeah, we're getting really nice trends. And that's why we went to the 4-hour time frame to be able to capture those moves, because Forex is moving, it's opened up. So it's a good opportunity, it's a good time to trade Forex. But if you look here on the weekly for your Aussie CAD, all right, it looks like it just broke this up. So it's definitely in the markdown phase. And we've got support right here, pretty decent support. I mean, I would consider this big support, because every candle here is a week's worth of data. So it just broke that, Kim. All right, you guys see that? You guys see what we're looking at here? You guys see that?
Yes.
Yeah. So Kim's trade, he's already in that trade and sitting pretty good in profit. But on the weekly time frame, it just broke a big support right here. But look at this. Look at this, guys. And this is why it's good sometimes to bring out the larger time frames. Not that we trade on those time frames, but it's always good to see the bigger picture of what could happen. All right. So we got some near term. I wouldn't even call this right here support. I would just call that a low. But we got support right here. And look what happened the last time it broke this support. I mean, just watch this for a second. Look at the move it made the last time it broke this support. All right, so here we are. If you guys look here for a second, follow me for a second. And these are the things we want to do to really, we talk about trading in the zone. And when we trade in the zone, we're always looking to make profits. And it's work, right? We go in and we constantly working, but there are going to be times where you have huge opportunities to just make a lot of money. And that's when we're trading in the zone. So we constantly, think of it like this, we're constantly in the markets trying to pull profits, but then there are going to be opportunities if we keep our emotions in check, follow what price is doing, and look at these areas here, a support and resistance. All right. and try to time everything. Okay. So Cam is in, look at this for a second. So Cam is in this trade here. And I tell you guys, if you're not following what Cam is doing, you're going to miss out. All right. You're going to miss out. If you're not, if he's on the call and he's talking about positions and you guys are not following what he's doing, you're going to miss out on a lot of opportunities. So he caught this trade here short, right up here. Was it right up here, Cam?
Yeah, it was exactly, this is Aussie Cat. This was exactly at 92438.
924.3.
Yeah,
I mean, God.
that's right after your sell signal came on.
Yeah.
Because actually, you got to remember, David, I was long this. I got in this one, remember, late, and I got to ride up, made a profit. And
So you wrote it, so you got it on the long side here?
Yeah, I got it on the long side, but I was late getting into the trade, but I made a profit on it. And what happened is we were in class, and soon as I saw that sell signal came on, that's when I put on my short position. I didn't even wait.
Right here.
As soon as I got that sell signal, I'm like, this is coming right back down.
Okay, so guys, check this out. So he's in here, right? So he's over, gosh, over 200 pips. Okay, and now check this out. And so he's in the trade there, right? And then look at his upside, right? So he's already very profitable in the trade. And look at this here. Look what could happen, right? So it already broke this support, right? Which was previous resistance here. This whole area is consolidation. And that's accumulation, right? Accumulation and then build. And look at this. It's back in this area here. So guess what? If it goes lower here to test this support, right? Which it probably will. Because it's back in the box. We call this the box, right? It's back in the box here. And guess what? If it just happens to break this support right here, if it just happens to break this support,
It's going straight down.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool trade. And to be in it early, when we trade, we always we trade, right? We want to be conservative, and we try to pull money out of the markets, but we are always looking for the big trade. We always looking for, and we want to be in those trades set up, right, perfectly, just in case, right? Just in case. And that's what Cam is. He's set up all the way up here. He's in profit, he's in the money, and he can just let it ride, wait and see. And that's amazing trading. That's just pretty cool trading. Okay. So I'm gonna recommend you guys follow. I mean, listen, it's just like Ricky, right? I mean, Ricky's a great trader, right? But Ricky does his own thing. Cam is on here with us, and he's on here 3, 4 days, 5 days, sometimes, every single day. So, I mean, Cam was in this trade here, USD TRY, he was in this trade for 6 weeks, right? And, we should have had a lot more traders in this trade. He did really, really well in this trade here. All right. So when I see a trader that's consistent, right, that doing the right thing, and and consistently, boy, if you guys get on some of those trades with him, listen, you might not trust what I say, but if another trader like Cam is doing it right, and he's doing it consistently, Bill is fairly new with us, and he's taking trades. I mean, Bill is 3 weeks in, and he's in these yen trades here. I'm building some really, really good habits. Okay. So, we want to be in these trades. Guess what? We don't get these runs a lot. They don't happen. We'll get different runs, but if the pound yen stops, it might consolidate for 2-3 months, and we might not have another opportunity to trade it for a long time. And pound yen is the largest mover. It is the biggest mover in Forex. So whenever it moves, we want to be on it. Okay. Also Aussie CAD. So it's a top pair here. New Zealand CAD. Let's see how that's trading. That's trading to the downside. You know, I don't know this one here. All right. EURCZK. I don't know where that came from. Did anyone trade this?
Oh, I wasn't even aware that was falling. I've never traded this currency pair before.
Yeah, I don't know where this came from, but guess what? It's the top trending pair right now. I mean, it's a beautiful short, but it just happened. It wasn't here on the radar, right? It wasn't there on the radar last week, but just a nice trend to the downside. Okay, so always keep, and I'll miss them too. Like I said, I don't know where this came from, but and if you look here, EUR, so the euro pairs might be making a move. Well, no, let's see here. No. So just keep an eye on things, right? It looks like the pairs are mixed right now. Okay, so we got buying, selling. That's not what we want. Okay, same thing here. All right.
Hi, David, are you looking now at the short plays?
Okay, so that's a good question. So here, guys, over here, it's gonna give us the direction. Okay, so we can see the Aussie pairs. Okay, Aussie pairs are moving to the downside. The Kiwi pairs, New Zealand pairs are moving to the downside. All right, over here, the yen pairs, they're mixed. We got some of the pairs moving to the downside, some moving to the upside. All right, same with the dollar pairs. Same with the euro pairs, kind of mixed. We want it to be like this. We want all of the pairs to be moving in the same direction, which gives us consistency. Okay, we can look at the crypto pairs here. Cryptos are moving to the downside, excuse me. Over here, it's what's they're trending, Travis, but they could be trending up or down, long or short. Okay, so they, like this one here is the top trending pair, but it's trending to the downside. Okay. Euro, yeah. So, but it looks like, I mean, you're right. It looks like a lot of the pairs right now, the plays to the downside. But here is pound Aussie here. That's moving to the upside. So there's no real consistency here. We did have the yen pairs. You guys remember last week we had most of the yen pairs all the way up here. You guys remember that, right? They were leading. Well, now they're not. So we got Aussie yen, New Zealand yen, pound yen, they're all down here. So euro yen is all the way down here. So they're consolidating a bit. Okay, that doesn't mean they're done. All right, that doesn't mean they're done, but they're consolidating. They're no longer trending. They're not making new highs. So we could see where the yen pairs kind of slow, and we could start getting sell signals to get out of those. Okay, we don't have any new buy signals coming in yet. Okay, we do not have. So if you guys are looking to get into Forex in the next day or two or so, there isn't any buy signals. These pairs here, all these big trends that we're seeing, we should be in those trades. All right, at some point they will close, give us sell signals, we're able to take profits, and then we'll have a new group. That's what's happening here. So we're starting to see some type of a rotation. All right, that makes sense. Yeah, we're starting to see when this happens like this, guys, guess what? It looks like a rotation might be happening. All right, where, hey, our longs could start to close. All right, and then our shorts can start to close, right? And then move the other way, right?
David, is there an indicator that tells you that there's a new buy signal without having to open and close every chart?
Yeah, so what I do is I have the email alert. Okay, so we can set it up where you get an email alert. I think Brian, you've got your setup like that, right? Your email alerts. Hey, Brian. Okay, so yeah, so you can set it up. You can set it up where Bill, where you
Yeah,
get
David. Yeah, David. I got
Hey,
that set up.
yeah, you
Sorry.
got, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, you've got, I know you've got your email. Not all our traders use it. I don't recommend using the email alert for new traders because I want you guys to look at the chart, you know, really go through that the four market phases and really learn how to read the charts and not just rely on the signals. But yes, Bill, you can do that. Okay. I have it set. I have my email alert set up. So whatever moves, whether I'm in front of it or not, if anything moves, I'm going to get an alert. Okay.
But in the left-hand column, you get a signal that says, like under the yen, it says new down. So it will give you a new direction, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But it's not a buy signal.
Right.
Yeah, it's not a buy signal or sell signal. Okay. But yes, you can see if it's a new buy, if it's a new down or new up over here. All right. But the goal is to always be in these trades here. Okay. Always be in the top trades. Always. And you guys will find once you start focusing, okay, and basically it's timing, right? So we want to get in those pairs right when they've given new buy signals, right in this area here, 20, 21, 22. All right. And then we want to ride them up. If you try to get in by the time they're trending. Okay. So remember now, guys. Okay. These are all the pairs. If it's 20 and below, it's consolidating. Okay, so it's under 20 in red, consolidating. 20 and above is trending. The higher the trend, like this one here is 60, right? So this is 60. That's a big trend. All right. So the higher the number, the longer the trend. Think of your trends as money. So here's your money right up here. All right. Here is ChemStrade right here. Aussie CAD right here. All right. So we want to always be in those. This is how you know you're doing things right, when you're always in the top pairs, top trending pairs. Okay. And we want to be consistently in these pairs, consistently in these pairs. And that means you'll be consistently making money. All right. If you're trading, if you're using your system and you in pairs down in here, for the new traders that are getting systems, if you're trading and you in pairs down here, you're doing something wrong. All right, you're doing something wrong. So your job, all right, is to be in these pairs here. That's your job. Your job is to be always in the top trending pairs. And then it gets easier. It gets easier. But if you're constantly struggling in these pairs down here, these pairs are moving. And if you're down constantly in these pairs in here, right, then you're doing something wrong. All right. The goal is to always be in these pairs here. And I can tell, and I'm going to start asking, I keep asking which pairs you guys are in. And I'm going to challenge you guys to be in these top pairs. And since we've started doing that, I've noticed a lot more traders are in these top pairs here. Okay, that's the goal, right? We can't make any money down in here. You know, there's no money to be made in here. If you look at this pair here, euro dollar, it's trending at, it's consolidating at 12.95. There is no money here. There's no money to be made here. I mean, look at this here. Look at euro dollar compared to ChemStrade. Okay, Aussie CAD, big difference. Nice swing. So he got it on the upside. So he caught it on the upside here, caught it on the upside, caught it here on the downside. Okay. On pound yen, look at pound yen. All right. We caught it here on the ups on that markup phase. Okay. We don't want to be in any of these trades down here. Look at that. Not good trading at all. Okay, look at this here. Look at this. Can't trade this. We can't trade this. So if you're in these pairs, just know if it's 20 and below, and it's right here for everyone to see. It's right here for everyone to see. If you're in these pairs, right, you're doing something wrong, and we've got to fix it so that you get up in this area here, making money. I don't care how good you are. I don't care how good you are. You're not gonna make any money here. And if you do make any money, you're gonna be trying to scalp this on a very, very small time frame, wasting a lot of time. All right, we want these types of trades, not these here. All right, any questions for me? Any questions for me?
Hey, David, let me just say one other thing too. When you get those trades that are like that euro, British pound, US dollar, SEK, the ones that are like just below 20, you can kind of keep your eyes on those, not trade them. But when the top ones, when they get into like a trend reversal and you start taking your profits on the ones that are near the top of your list, you can just have how do you say it? You kind of know where these are. You're not in them yet, but when your buy signal comes on, you'll be ready.
So you're saying this one here?
Yeah, no. Okay, like look at USD SEK. That was at 19.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, don't trade it yet, but don't forget about it either, because this one right here, you can see that it's building a base and it's not time. So just have that pictured in your mind so that when you start getting out of the ones that's near the top, let's say they run for a while, like look at New Zealand dollar CAD.
New Zealand dollar?
Yeah, New Zealand dollar CAD, that's near the top of your list. Not USD, but
New Zealand CAD?
NZDCA. Yeah, right there. There you go.
Okay.
Okay, you see how that one's trending where you can make money on the short side? But at some point, let's say this holds support and starts reversing. All I'm saying is that once you take your profits on it, you'll want to, how can I say, redeploy that money to make money on another trade. And if you have the ones at the bottom, if you just have those in mind and just wait for your signals, whether they be a short or go long, then you'll be ready.
Very good point. Very good point.
I'm not saying buy them beforehand, but just know what they're doing. Yes, that's something you said about a month ago or so, David. You said start anticipating the moves.
Yeah.
Start anticipating the moves.
Yeah. You guys start doing that. You start anticipating the moves, getting ready. And really you do that in the accumulation phase. So that's why that 4 market phases, that chart is really, really important, right? So we want to get them, okay? We want to find them while they're accumulating, right? So Kemi's exactly right? So they're not, we don't want to trade them. If they're below 20 and they're consolidating, right? We don't want to trade them. Let them consolidate, but these are going to be your next movers. Okay, so keep an eye on them. Don't trade them. Okay, but watch them. So watch them here, and then watch how things are developing in here, right? Watch how things are developing in here. Once you start getting signals, all right. So let's say, for instance, here the Aussie pairs right here. Let's use the yen pairs. Let's use the yen pairs because we've been trading those long. So let's say they start closing, right? They start going short, start closing, start closing, start closing. Remember that. Remember that we were long yen. We were long yen. They're now closing. So they're going short. Okay, they're going short now. Okay, or they might be consolidating, but they've closed the long position. Watch out for these pairs, the dollar pairs and the euro pairs and the pound pairs, because guess what? When these go short, these will go long. When these
Dave, what
go
do you mean when you
long,
say
these will go short.
when you say go short? What do you mean by that?
Where we can short it. So we can short it here. So we can short it to go long. We can make money going long. All right.
Okay, so make money going short. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we can short
Okay.
it. All right. Hey, Peter, you have a question?
In the US yen pair, are we getting a signal to get out long?
Which pair?
The US yen pair.
I didn't get that, Peter.
Sure. The US dollar and yen.
Dollar yen. What about it?
Are we closing our long position because it says new down?
Okay. Let's take a look at it here. Yeah, so we wouldn't go by this. This is just telling us here that it's a new move to the downside. Okay, it's a new move to the downside because it's been going up. So it's a new move to the downside, and then as price moves lower, it's gonna remove the new, and then it's just gonna say down. So if we look here at the chart, right?
Still in this? And
no,
I'm
we
not-
closed it. We closed it. So and Kem was in this, so Kem closed
Okay.
it also.
So it's that signal, that white thing, long liquid, that means sell?
Yes.
Get out?
Yes.
Okay. All right,
Yes.
I'll get out.
Yes.
Because my imaginary support is at the previous resistance. You see that on the November 2021, that previous
Okay.
resistance. That was my
Okay.
imaginary.
Oh,
No,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So it closed to give a sell signal.
Okay.
And then it's a
get out.
new down. So that's telling us, boy, we really, if we didn't get out, if we didn't get out on the sell signal here,
Mhm.
boy, we know that it's red, it's a new down, and it
It's
could-
just telling us to get out. It's not telling us to go short, correct?
no, yeah, this arrow, this sell signal is just to get out, to close, close the trade. We're not going short yet. And we'll know here that here on our short side here that we don't have a sell signal to go short yet. Okay, we just got out. Okay, we're just out.
I got a question for Kem or for you, David.
Okay.
I've been in the euro yen for well over a week now. Now, since tonight it's trending below 20. So it's likely not doing a whole lot. Would you hold this until you get a sell signal? Kem, I remember you said last week, when you tie your money up in a bad trade, you can't use it for a good trade. So is this something that you would jump out of, or do you wait for the sell signal?
Me personally, if I just got in this one last week, I don't see a reason to sell. You kind of late, back on what, 1225, 1224 is when you should
Yeah,
have
I
got.
think I got in at the end of December.
Okay, yeah, if I was in this trade, I would not get out yet.
Okay, thank you.
And Kim, why wouldn't you get out?
I wouldn't get out because we haven't hit any resistance points. We haven't had a reversal in trend. This is a 240-minute, 4 hour. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it on another chart here on a 4 hour. Let me look at it on the daily here. Hang on, stay right there. I'm bringing it up on a daily. And no, I wouldn't get out of this trade. Nope.
All right, good enough, thank you.
The other thing too is something I learned too from again trading equities and what have you, and reading the book called Trend Following, is when you have something working for you, don't cut yourself short. You know, I've heard people get on this program and David's video, and I've heard it, you know, I see it on YouTube all the time. People say, oh, I'm only going to trade for, I'm only going to get, you know, I'm trading so I can get 20 pips. I get my 20 pips today. I'm going shopping or doing something like that. I look at that as saying, okay, there's a pile of money out there that's got $1 billion sitting out there. You're saying, okay, I'm taking 20 bucks and then I'm leaving the rest. Why do that? The way David explained it is let your winners run to make up for your losers. You know, if you're taking off $20 profit, $100 profit, $500 profit, and that same trade, if you just stayed in it for another month, instead of making a $500 profit, let's say you could have made a $2,500 profit. You've just made up for a lot of your little small losers. Your $20 losers, your $200 losers, your $400. Why not let it go? Why not let it keep going?
When you're trading on the higher time frame, like the 4 hours, you have to aim for like 200, 300 pips.
No, I don't know. I don't look at pips. I don't look at.
I just like when you do shorter time frame, then okay, maybe 20 pips. But
yeah, I don't trade that way because that's like me saying, okay, I only want to make $500. I don't only want to make $500. If this trade is going to give me $90 billion, I want the 90 billion. I want to stay in this thing until it turns around. What if we are looking at this trade right now? What if we're looking at this thing at the end of the year and we have no reversals, no sell signal at all, and this thing is twice as high as where it is right now? Why get out? Why sell?
So just to clarify, when it trends below 20, you just ignore that and you just ride the trade until you get a sell signal.
No. See, that's the whole thing is if this thing doubles in price, it won't be at 20. It won't go below 20.
Okay.
I think Cam's point is that you shouldn't set limitations, preconceived limitations. You should let the market dictate what you're taking out of the market.
Exactly, that's it. Nicely said, Travis.
Hey, Bill, when you said below 20, are you referring to the trending indicator here?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Right.
Okay. That's a good point. That's a good point. So let's talk about this. All right. So it's important to know how this works here. All right. So understand that this indicator here, right, is measuring the real-time trends or consolidation. So if you guys look here, for example, this is a good question. So don't let this right here kick you out of the trade. All right, I see what you say, Bill. Good question. Okay, and that's why it's always good to go by your sell signal. Your sell signal that you guys get from the system, that's going to be your hard sell. Okay, everything else is just noise. Even when we get purple support and resistance, that's just noise. All right, even sometimes, Bill, you stayed in a trade that gave us a red candle, right? And you still stayed in and it reversed and kept going higher. Yeah. All right, so all of that is just noise. The real trade, okay, the real sell is going to be your sell signal to get out. All right, so what's happening is in here, right? This is real-time consolidation. So once we could be in a trade, right, long, but then within the trend, okay, this is that reaccumulation phase right here. So that reaccumulation phase, yes, that number could come down because for this period here, it's consolidating. So yes, euro yen, right, can drop. If it consolidates through here, still hold a trend line, guess what? That number is going to come down, but it doesn't mean you get out of the trade because buying could come in again, break resistance, and now that reaccumulation phase, and guess what? Euro yen now is no longer at 19. It can start moving higher up. Okay, so yes, This is critical. It's critical in the accumulation phase, but guess what? Remember that price, as it moves higher, even in the markup phase, there will be periods where it's going to accumulate, okay, or consolidate before it moves higher again. So it will not hold, continue to, if it's not just moving straight up, it's not going to continue to hold that high number up here, okay? But we don't get out, so because it's building, right? And guess what? We could bought here, take a position here, take a second position here, take a third position here, take a fourth position here, and then take a fifth position here. And to Kim's point, we really should not be in a hurry to get out of trades. Let me repeat that. Right? As traders, we always, as soon as we get some profit, right, we want to get out of the trade. And we can do that. As soon as we get profit, as soon as we see green, we want to take those profits and get out, rather than letting the trade build and build and build. And what you guys want to be excited about, what you really want to get excited about, is that don't look for the trade to end, look for the trades to continue. That's the type of mindset we want. Okay, so we don't want we don't want to have, we need to have an optimistic mind. No, we need to be real. We need to be, you know, we need to follow price, but we need to be optimistic. Okay, so when we do the coaching, if you guys look at those of you who've done the coaching, trading in the zone, right? Master the markets with confidence, discipline, and a winning attitude. A winning attitude means, guess what? We want to win. We want to, like Kim was saying, right? We want this pair to go to the moon. Not that it will, but our philosophy is that when we get on this trade, we want it to go to the moon. So this pair right here is going to go to the moon unless it proves otherwise. Unless it proves otherwise. So our mindset is this: hey, we're going to get in and it's going to go to the moon, and we're gonna keep adding, keep adding. Think of these as steps. Here is a step, 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 and we're looking for the next step so that we can keep climbing. This is a game. This is a game. And it's right here. It's very easy, right? Once we have no more steps to climb, we'll get a sell signal and we'll get out. But guess what? We're gonna climb it all the way up. Or we're gonna climb it all the way up. Or in this case here, the short side, we're gonna climb it all the way down. Look how beautiful this is. I mean, it's like music, right? Look at this. Look at this short trade here. We stepping down, we stepping down, we stepping down. We could have added here, added here, added here, added here, added here, added here, all the way down. Took a nice profit. And to Kim's point, we wait, we wait, we wait. Let's say we shorted it here. We took a loss right here, no big deal. And guess what? Right here, it broke resistance. It's now in the markup phase, and we do it all over again, all over again. And that's it. And we just want to keep doing that over and over and over. It is that easy. It is that easy. All right. Any questions? Any other questions? Anything else you guys want to see? watch this here. This is the dollar index, right? So we're going to keep an eye on the dollar index. Right now, there isn't a lot going on with the dollar index. Okay, but we'll keep an eye on it. This is on the monthly time frame, so keep an eye on it. All right, keep an eye on it. Pound yen, we are watching pound yen, guys, on the monthly time frame here. All right, so we don't want to get out of these trades. Pound yen is right at resistance. Look at this. This is a monthly time frame. It hasn't been at this resistance since 2017. This is a big resistance here on the monthly time frame. If you guys look here, right? There was resistance here. Look what happened the last time it broke this resistance. All right, resistance right here and resistance right here. It has a buy signal at this resistance right here. Hope you guys see this. And guess what? This green candle here is breaking. Look here. It's breaking resistance right here on the monthly time frame. That's this month, right? And guess what? We don't have real resistance. I would say up in this area in here. All right, so if the pound yen can get past this resistance here, I would say probably right in this area here is the next resistance. But from here to here is a big move.
That's huge.
That's a big move. All right, so we want to be thinking big, right? It doesn't mean we're just going to stay in the trade, right? And if it's in the markdown phase, we're going to stay in. We'll get out. But boy, if it stays in that trade, so those of you who in the pound yen right here, if it holds, right? I mean, look at that. It's holding nicely. So if you're down in here, just like that Aussie CAD trade we looked at to the downside, Bill, there's no selling here, right? So there's no selling. So we stay in these trades, right? And if this opens up here, there's no guarantee. We know that. We know anything can happen. Price can retrace, right? But boy, we want to put every single thing on our side. And look here. Here is nice, strong resistance. We get above this resistance. Price moves up kind of like this. Boy, that's some of these trades could make our month, could make our year, right? Could make our year. But the cool thing is, if we got in early, right? If we got in early here and we sitting in here, right? We're sitting in nicely here. And then, boy, we get a nice pop to the upside like here. I mean, that's pretty cool.
And look what happened in 2013, 14, 15.
Yep. Look at that.
I mean, that's like,
yeah,
that's my point, guys. Why, if we trade on a 4-hour or daily time frame, there's maybe some times where you get out during that time period. But when you look at that on a long-term time frame, and you get that entire run from the time his buy signal came on to the time the sell signal came on, that's a lot of money. That's a lot.
Yeah, these are nice moves. And the cool thing is pound yen. I mean, when we get an opportunity to trade pound yen, right? It's the biggest mover. We're gonna make a ton of money with this pair. And when we are able to get in and we've got a setup like this, this is not a counter trend. We're not going against the trend. We've got a buy signal on the 240, right? We have a buy signal here on the monthly, and it's breaking resistance. We've got everything on our side. If it fails, guess what? We get out. Take profits or take our loss and we get out. Okay, but very good. Very good. All right, guys, we're gonna stop here. And we are going, if you guys don't have any questions, you guys have any other questions for me? Because this stuff is important. This stuff here is important. All right. For Monster Scalper is one of our most popular systems. And there's a lot of money you guys can make with this system. All right. But you guys have to use it the right way. You have to use it the right way. You've got to trade it the right way. You can't be afraid of getting in these trades. All right. But then we've got to get out like this dollar yen Travis mentioned, right? This dollar, was it Travis? I think it was Travis. Travis mentioned, right? This dollar yen position, right? So when we get that sell signal, we've got to get out. So we've got to get in and then we've got to get out of these trades. Okay. But it's important that we use the system properly. All right. That we watch for what's building, what's coming up. And then by the time it gets up in here, we should be in these trades. You don't need to be in every single trade. You don't need to be in every single trade. You can be in 2, 3 trades, 4 trades, and do extremely well. We don't need to trade everything. All right. Okay, so I'm going to stop here if you guys don't have any other questions. We're gonna go take a little break, and then I've got another class I'm running late for on the system. So whoever wants to stay on, all right, we're just gonna go on over the systems for probably another 15, 20 minutes, and then we'll end. Okay, so I'm gonna close out this class, and I would say just give me about five minutes or so, 5, 10 minutes, and then we'll get on with the other group, and we'll go from there. Hey guys, keep an eye on Bitcoin. If you're not in it, keep it as a learning experience. Why we do not want to be, right? We do not want to be in these trades, okay, when they're in the markdown phase, all right? We want to study these trades and we want to learn from these trades, okay? So, okay, watch Bitcoin. Again, we're looking at 30,000. If it gets to that 30,000 mark, we should not be surprised. We want to get to the point when we're trading that we're not surprised by moves. We're not surprised when it does this, and we're not surprised when it goes down either, because we know which side of the market phase we're on. All right. So thanks, guys. And I will see you guys. For those that will be on, give me about 5, 10 minutes, and then we'll get back on. Okay. You guys take care. Have a great evening. Okay. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right, thanks, guys.